Let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah, my screen is up, right? Anyone, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now we have seen x, y-axis and x-axis. In this bar chart, okay, we are talking about like a bar chart. Okay. In the bar chart fields, like we have option called like legends. We have option called legends. Okay, if I add some columns into the legends, okay, I'll be adding some segment. Okay, we have segment. I'll add this segment into the legends. See, in the west region, if you take this is the first one is the west region. If you take west region, like in the, like in all the regions, we are having three segments. One is consumer, another one is corporate, and home office. Okay, let me put it in focus mode. Okay, here you can see focus mode. If you click on it, okay, you can see clearly. We have consumer, corporate, and home office. Okay, three categories are there. Okay, if you add that segment into the legends, it's showing the partitions of the, I mean, in one in sorry, in one bar we are seeing the partitions of that legend. Like you can see, this is consumer. It's same color like blue, like sky blue. This is like a blue color. Home offices. See, when you mouse over here, you can see that west region segment is equal to consumer. What it like? What is the sales? If you mouse over here, you can see this is the corporate. If you want to show the like this any segment wise, I mean legends, this kind of legends like a split of this entire bar means we can use it this. Okay, you can drag, I mean we can add that columns into the legends. If you add that column into the legends, you can see the splitting of that sales. Okay, now we have done y-axis, x-axis, and legends. If we come down, we have small multiples. What is this small multiples? Okay, now I'll add region into the small multiples. We'll see what happened. What will happen? Okay, I'll what it. Okay, let me. Yeah, we have option called here like a small multiples. I'll add this region into the small multiples. You can see it's splitting into the separate region. Okay, when you use these small multiples, it's segregating the region wise. If you want to show the visuals like this, okay, if you go back, see, we can see if you want to show like this, like any regions, any categories, if you want to show like this kind of split and all, we can use it small multiples. Okay, again I'll go to the focus mode. Okay, as of now I'll remove these small multiples. We will not use much. Okay, but we should know that option, right? That's why we are explaining. Again, what is this tool tips? Tool tip nothing but when you mouse over there, any on top of that bar and all, we can see what is that sales. Okay, I'll come to here. You can see central segment equal to corporate, and what is the sales amount you can see. So along with the sales, I want to see the profit. When I mouse over here, I want to see the profit also in that black box. By that time, we can use the that we can add that profit into the tool tips. We can see that profit also in the black box. See, as of now we are seeing only region name, segment, and sales. Now let me add profit into the tool tips. I have profit. I'll add that profit into the tool tips. Okay. Now we'll check it. See, if I mouse over there, you can see the profit, right? In the same way, if you want to see like any other information, like any along with profit, if you want to show, if you want to see any other thing, simply you can add that column into the tooltips. If you add that column into the tooltip, you can see the details in the tooltip. Okay. Now if you come down, we have like a drill through, function, like a drill through, nothing but this is kind of filtering the data from one page to another page. This is like a separate concept. Okay, this is separate concept. I'll explain, okay, clearly further. Okay, next. Okay, so if you take one bar chart, okay, if you select one bar chart, in the bar chart we'll be having this list of fields. One is y-axis, another one is x-axis, and we'll be having legends, and we'll be having small multiples, we'll be having tooltips. So I think you guys are clear now about this bar chart, like a fields and all, how to drag that fields and all. You guys are clear. Okay, so now we have added the columns. For this bar chart, I want to do some formattings. Okay, like see, I want to add the I want to see the numbers in this inside of the bar. I want to see the totals of this in this bar. By that, like if you want to get the details and all, you have to do some formatting. So this, if you select this one, in the down you can see the fields. In the right side you can see, if you select this format, you can see the formatting options of this visual. One second, guys. Yeah, so in the top we have these options, right? If you select the first one, you can see these fields and all. Okay, if you select this one, format, you can see the list of formatting options in this visual, for this visual. Okay, now the formatting options, again they have split it into two types. One is visual formats and another one is general formats. Okay, one is visual and another one is general. This formatting options for all the visuals, like we have different visuals, right? Like for all the visuals, we'll be having this formatting options, like different formatting options. If you learn this formatting options for one visual, for remaining visuals also like almost same, like visual to visual, it will be some like additional formatting options will get it for visual to visual. Okay, that we'll see. As of now, go to the format, we'll see visual. Okay, visual formatting. What are the first y-axis? Okay, y-axis it's showing on, which is y-axis, this one. Like in the y-axis we are having region, like east, west, central, and south. Okay, this is the y-axis, it is on. Okay, if I off it, okay, this button, if I click on this button, what it will happen, we'll see. You're not seeing that y-axis, the region names and all, you are not seeing. Okay, if you put it on, again you can see region, east, west, north, and south. Okay, I'm clearly like each and every option I'll be explaining for this visual. Why? Because if you if you know each and every option for one visual, for remaining visuals also you can create it easily. I mean, for remaining visuals also, same options will be there. Like if you select any other bar charts, right? We have other bar charts, slide and charts. For these visuals, for this entire visuals, x-axis and y-axis will be remains the same. Okay, now we'll go with this y-axis. See, if I click on this arrow mark, inside you can see all the options of that visual. Inside like visual options. Okay, now font style. Okay, like font style, if you want to select any font style, you can select it. Okay, I'll select this one. See, this is it. If I select a font style, the changes will applicable only for that y-axis, because we are changing the we are changing the I mean, we are changing for y-axis only. Okay, we have selected y-axis. You can see now it's, you can see it's like a bold. Okay, if you want to select any italic, see it's showing italic. If you want to use underline, you can use it underline also. Okay, and if you want to increase the size of that y-axis, you can increase it. See, okay, and if you want to give some any color for that text, okay, you can give it. Okay, let me give, okay, very okay, see, okay, black is good. Okay, I put it black only. Okay, let me put it back. So like this, you can change the font colors, font size, font style of the y-axis. Max area width. Okay, if I increase it, okay, okay, it's not showing any difference. Okay, let me go back so that you can come to know. Like when we have like a more, I mean, big names and all, then we'll see that. Okay, that area and all we can adjust it. Okay, now switch axis position. Okay, let me put it back in the focus mode. Switch axis position means, as of now we are having that y-axis in the left side. If you want to show that y-axis in the right side, okay, you can put it on. So you can see that y-axis shifted into the right side. Okay, now again we have, I'll put it back to the left side, that is looks good. Okay, next option we are seeing title. Title is on, so that we are seeing that y-axis title name called like region. Okay, region. Now I'll put it off. See, the region name we are not seeing here, it's removed. So put it again, put it on. If you go to the inside of the title, if you click on the title mark, you can see the title text auto. If it is like a title text auto means, by default it takes that column name. Like in the y-axis we have added region, so the by default it takes that column name. if you want to give any name, okay, okay, I'll give region wise. Simply I'm give region wise. See, if I type like that, it's changing the name also. Okay, whichever, like if you want to give any other names, you can give it. Okay, I'll put it back to region only. That looks good. Now show title only. Okay, by default it should, okay, show title only. And for this title also, if you want to give any font style, you can change it. Okay, if I select this, see, and if you want to give any font size, if you want to increase, you can increase it. Again, this format remains the same, like bold, italic, underline, and this is the font color. Okay, this remains the same. Okay, these are the options like under y-axis. Okay, under y-axis we are having options like values and title. If you select y-axis, under y-axis, under like if you come from top, formatting, under formatting, like we have visual options. Under visual options, like we have y-axis. Under y-axis we have two. One is values, another one is title. Okay, like values means this one, names of the y-axis. Okay, title we have. So if you go to the inside of this, we'll be having more options here. Okay, now we have done with the y-axis. Okay, again, next we have x-axis. Let me take some water. Yes. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, now, okay, now we will see like x-axis. In axis, like what are the options we have it, we'll see now. See, in x-axis we are having like minimum and maximum. Like a minimum is like if you want to start with like it's starting from 0. Normally by default it's start with the 0. Okay, if you want to show the values from any like 100, from starting with 100. Okay, if you want, you can give the minimum amount number. Like if you want to give the like maximum, you can give it. But normally, like we will not give any numbers here, because always we have to see from the beginning to end what we have in the values. Okay, okay, మనకి ఏదైనా ఒక సేల్ వాల్యూ కానీ ప్రాఫిట్ కానీ తీసుకున్నట్లయితే ఆ సేల్స్ అనేటివి లైక్ 0 నుంచి మ్యాక్స్ ఎంత ఉంటే అంతవరకు చూడాలనేసి మాక్సిమం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తారు క్లయింట్స్. సో we no need to use these options. Okay, జస్ట్ లైక్ ఎనీ లైక్ ఎవరైనా క్లయింట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తే ఆ విధంగా వాల్యూస్ నాకు 100 నుంచి లైక్ మోర్ దాన్ లైక్ 5,000 నుంచి అన్నట్టుగా ఏదైనా అడిగినప్పుడు ఎక్స్పెక్షన్ లైక్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది కేసెస్ మనం యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. ఓకే, if you see this option like invert range, okay, we select that on, see the graph changing position, like it's showing reverse. Okay, normally we will not show like this. Always client will prefer this default style. Okay, default style. This is the range. Under x-axis we have three options. One is range, another one is values, another one is title. If you go to the values, remains the same. Like in the y-axis, how we have no the font style, font size, italic, this remains the same. But again, you can see this display units. Okay, in the DAO, it's showing in the millions. It's showing in the millions. Okay, millions. This is the sales. It's showing in the millions. I don't want to show in the millions. I want to show the values in thousands. Then you can select here thousands. You can see, right? Okay, we select 1000. You can see it's changing. Okay, if you want to show the values in millions, like billions or trillions, you can select it as per client requirement. You can select it. Like once you by default, what you can do is you can put it auto. Like by default, whichever it suits, based on that value, it give the suitable one. Okay, by default you can put it auto only. After like while do some they'll be doing some analysis and all, right? Validation and all. While validation, if they want to see in me like in different way, like thousands are and all, they'll tell you later. If you want later, as per their requirement, you can change it. Okay, always put it auto. Okay. Next, value decimal place. Decimal place after dot, like a 0.6 million. Okay, I want to see 2 digits after dot, so that you can increase here. Okay, enter here. Okay, 2. See, if I enter 2, I'm seeing 0.60. If I give 3, you can see. Okay. If you want to give this kind of like if you want to show the any decimals and you can give it. Okay, I'll put it back to auto. Okay, like if you want to give some bold, okay, I'll increase size of these values and I'll select bold. So see how it's looking now. So color also, if you want, you can change it. Okay, these are the values. Next, under x-axis, we have done with range, values. Next, title. The title formats are again the same. How we have in y-axis, no? Here also same. Okay, title is by default we have like auto, so it's showing sales. Okay, if you want to give any name and all, okay, can give it. Style by default is showing the same, like show unit only, show both, like that. We can change it as per requirement. Now if you want to select that like a font style, okay, I'll select this font style. Okay, I'll reduce the size. Okay, 11. If you want to change the colors again, you can change it. Okay, now we have done with this x axis also. Okay, in x axis, whatever we have options, no, that we have done. Okay, again legends. If you come to the legends, if I put it off, see in the top that legend details we are not seeing. Again, if you put it off on, you can see this information like consumer, corporate, and home offices. Okay, this is the segment. And if you want to change the position of this legends, okay, now as of now it's showing top left. Okay, if I want to uh, bottom left, see it's a change to bottom. Okay, if you want to put like a right, top right, hmm, top left, center left, I'll put it right, top right. See it's showing in the top right. Okay, okay, put it back to left only, top left, that looks good. Okay, here only. And if you come to down, we text, the text formatting, like for these names we have it right, like consumer, corporate and home office, these are the legends. If you want to do some text formatting and all, you can do it from here. Okay, that is like a size, style, bold, italic, color, everything you can do it in the text. Okay, now under legend we have done with options, text. Now it is title. Okay, title is on, so that only you can see this name like segment. Okay, if I put it off this, see that name you not seeing, title. Okay, put it on again, go to inside title text. If you want to give any like a name, separate name, you can give it. By default it's taking that column name. Okay. Next, like see small multiples, it's not highlighting. Why? Because if you use like a small multiple options, like in the small multiple, if you go see, as of now it's not showing, right? Why it's not showing means we have not added any columns in that fields. Okay, let me go back, fields, we scroll down, we have small multiple option, right? If we had any column to this field, these options will get highlight. As of now it's not highlighting because we have not used anything. Okay, let me add something to these small multiples, and yeah, I'll add this region. Okay, now we go to the format options. See small multiples also it's highlighting now. So when you use that small multiples in the fields, then the corresponding options get highlighted. Okay, small multiple title, like if you want to against the same like a text formatting, hmm, title position, alignments left or right, we can do it. Like small multiple grid, if you want to give a like a row padding, like grid lines, like columns, number of columns, like that we can give it. See rows 2, columns 2. Okay, see if I give, if I give if I give 3, it's showing 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3. So like we anyway, like we are having that like two rows is enough, right, for our data. So let it be 2. If you want to show like columns like 3, see showing 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 2 is suitable, that okay, let it be all padding. Okay, 13 row padding means it's increasing. See, observe. Okay, let me put it around some 80. It's 80, it's not supporting, that is 2 more. Okay, if I select it's yeah, it's not some row padding means this row padding it's increasing. Okay, this gap. Okay, like this, like we have will not use much this small multiple options and all, but we have options in the Power BI. That's why we are seeing. Okay, if we come down, like if you want to give any border, you can give it like a background color. I mean background color also, if you want, you can give it. Okay, for this. Okay, now these are the like a small multiple options. We'll not use much. Okay, let me go back and remove that small multiples. Now again we are back to the normal visual. Okay, now we have grid lines. Okay, grid lines like a dotted line. As of now it's showing dotted line. It's very light color. Okay, I'll put some color so that you can come to know. I'll put this pink. See, it's showing it light color. Okay, I'll increase the width. See, now you can see this, right? Dotted line. So if you want to give like this dotted line, you can select it. If you want to, instead of dotted line, if you want to other, you have like see, like this. If you want to select the other option, surely it is giving line. If you want to give like this, you can give it. Okay, okay, I'll reset to default. Okay, I don't want to, I have done some changes here, but I don't want to, it's not looking good. Like if I want to go back, simply if you click on this reset to default, it's removed. Okay, we have that option called like a reset to default. Okay, like if you want to off it, like just if you put it off, that grid lines we will not see. Okay, grid line we have completed. And zoom slider. Okay, put it on zoom slider. You can see the zoom slider in the down. You can adjust it. See how the size is increasing here. Okay, okay, like this. You can adjust the zoom slider. Okay, this is the zoom slider. If you go inside of the zoom slider, you can see x-axis on, slider labels, slider labels. If you click on it, yeah, the labels also, slider labels also it works. Okay, normally we will not use much and all this, but we have option, just knowledge purpose we are seeing. Okay, slider tool tips. Okay, when you mouse over here, if you want to see any like tool tips and all, you can put it on here. Okay, this is the zoom slider, like bars. Next, if you come to the, okay, I'll put it off this zoom slider. By default we'll not use it much. Next, bars. Okay, bars nothing but like see, like this segment for one segment we are seeing one color, light, consumer, corporate, and home office. If you want to give some any colors codings, we can change it here. Okay, if you want to give, by default it's coming like good colors only, but if you want to change any colors, we can change it. In the real time, the color coding will be giving by the client only. Okay, okay, client అనే అతను మనకి by default they'll give you like which colors we have to use for one visual and all, they'll be giving color coding also. Some of the organizations, okay, they'll give some directly this number. This number means the particular color number. Okay, they'll give you some numbers. Okay, what you have to do means you have to select copy that code, and if you paste it here, the code will change. Okay, if I give 9 here, okay, 118 is there. If I give 9, it's changing. Okay, if I give some, instead of that, I'll give some 89. I'll click enter. Okay, this also 89 is the right. Okay, I'll give some 52. So it's changing color. I'll give 2, 3, 4. I'll give some 6, 7, 8. It's changing. So like this, if you want, you can change the colors. Okay, the codings will be like కోడింగ్స్ అనేవి మనకి ఇక్కడ రియల్ టైమ్ లో క్లయింట్స్ అనేటివి ఇస్తారనమాట. ఒక్కొక్క దీనికి ఏ కలర్ వాడాలనేసి వాళ్ళు ఈ కోడ్, ఈ నంబర్స్ అనేటివి ఇస్తారనమాట. ఆ నంబర్స్ ను బేస్ చేసుకొని నువ్వు కలర్స్ అనేటివి ఒక్కొక్క విజువల్ కి మనము క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, directly they'll not give any color names and all, just they'll give numbers, these numbers. Okay, this number you can see it, right? The color number. Okay, now this in under bar we have spacing, like inner row padding. Okay, if I see between these two bars, okay, size is increasing. Okay, if I reduce this, see the gap is now we are seeing very less gap. Okay, okay, like this we can adjust it, like a minimum category width like a 20. If you want, you can adjust it. Okay, these are the options under like bars. Okay, okay, we have 2 minutes time, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, else we can continue tomorrow. Okay, as of now we have discussed in the formatting options we have two, like visual and general. Under visual we have seen y-axis, x-axis, legend, grid line, zoom slider, bars. Okay, up to bars we have discussed. Okay, up to bars we have discussed. If you select data labels, okay, if you select on this data label, see, okay, these 3 numbers. Okay, yeah, we have other lot of options, we have it. Okay, like in the general also we have a lot of options. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, this is the time like where you can easily start practicing. Okay, load some data. Already I have sent sample data. Start creating the relationship between the tables like this, and start creating the visuals, like start creating the visuals and try to use all the options. If you use all the options at least one time, that will be in your mind. Why? Because you should be knowing like which options where we have it and all. Like in sometimes like clients on the call, they ask you to change some any color coding. They ask you to change this heading, I mean this title. By the time you should be knowing from where we have to change this title name and all. Okay, so please practice it. Okay, start practicing. We'll catch up tomorrow. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, take care.